culmination of your academic journey and the beginning of a new chapter filled with promises. The education you have received at Wesley University goes beyond academic knowledge. It has prepared you to be agents of positive change in a rapidly evolving world.
Wesley University Ondo at the occasion announced its alignment with the current industry trends with the introduction of new courses to meet the demands of the modern workforce. From Ondo, Oluwakemi Ademola, NTA.
This is News Diary. We will go on another break. It continues after. Please stay with us.
Aha! Is there a
Bro, I dey tell you, this match 3-0.
Okay.
If I win you, something will come out.
Don't play with me. Fast ball, fast ball. Ah, you know what? You go shot.
Bro.
Now we got this match.
Keep the banter going with Glow Borrow Me Credit or Data. Dial star 303 hash to borrow airtime or data and pay later.
Is there anything?
Only one thing I did it.
For your relentless ambition with ultra high speed data. Glow Unlimited.
That came your way in the course of the outgoing week. Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa during the week said that he would settle down and focus on the business of governance, having received the certificate of return from the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, for winning the November 16, 2024 governorship election. The governor announced this while fielding questions from the media at the Akure airport on his arrival from Abuja. Paul Omukago has details.
By the crowd of jubilant supporters who were at the airports to receive assured the people of Ondo State of its intention to prioritize their interests and also develop all sectors of the state. He expressed gratitude to God Almighty and the good people of the state for the victory at the recently concluded off-cycle governorship election.
I'm still very, very overwhelmed with joy and gratitude to the good people of Ondo State who has renewed this mandate for me through their votes. The same gratitude still go to Almighty God who made it possible, and everyone that have contributed in one way or the other, in spiritually, physically, financially, to support me. I want to thank every one of them.
The governor was received by APC stalwarts and top government officials amid cultural display. In Akure, Paul Mukago, NTA News.
With the conclusion of the Ondo State governorship election and the emergence of Lucky Aiyedatiwa of the All Progressives Congress APC as the governor-elect, residents in the course of the week expressed their expectations from him for the next 4 years, while some emphasized the need for a robust focus on youth empowerment, employment, and revitalizing the agricultural sector. Others called for comprehensive transformation across all sectors of the state. Abiola Ariyo reports.
This governorship election concluded expectations from very widely. Some respect has complete campaign called for measures that would have direct impact on the masses, particularly targeting the needs of youth and women.
I, as a person, I have faith in him. I have faith in his leadership. I have expectation of him, and I'm confident he will deliver. He would bring the youth into his government, bring the women into his government. I believe he's going to touch on infrastructure. is going to bring in investors into the states. Ondo State is secure as far as security is concerned. So this will be a grant for many investors, both in Nigeria and outside the country.
Youth entirely that have graduated, no job, nothing. So they should find means, find a way that so all this micro finance, so they should provide it for them. So in terms of agriculture, so let them have petty something to do to establish themselves.
It should work on the security or the insecurity. It should bring in more hands for security. It should empower that area, because farmers now, most people and civil servants, they are going to farm to, but with the experience we have on farmlands, is not encouraging. So if they can secure these rural areas, I think things should change a bit.
This education one, and at the same time, we know you cannot go to the level of federal government in respect of petroleum price, but at least domestically, what we need them to do now, roads, water, and other set of things like school. To rearrange school, mostly primary school, across 18 local governments. My expectation is that they should remember farmers. Security should be done well. So we need a better life to enable us be in happiness.
The House of Representatives during the week rejected a bill seeking single term of 6 years for the office of the president and state governors. The bill, which also proposed rotational presidency among the 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria, and for general elections to be held on a single day, failed to scale through the second reading on the floor. Sponsored by Representatives Ugochinyere Ike-Agwonu and the 33 other lawmakers, the bill was rejected without a debate when put to a voice note by Speaker Tajuddin Abbas. National Assembly correspondent Mitari Ikpen reports that the House at the Committee on Supply approved President Tinubu's request for the issuance of $2.2 billion in euro bonds as new external borrowing in the 2024 budget. An Assistant Director News and Current Affairs with the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, Dele Atumbi, during the week called on journalists in Ondo State to support his bid to become the next president of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, at the forthcoming National Triennial Delegate Congress holding in Owerri, Imo State. Speaking at the NUJ Press Center in Akure, Atumbi highlighted his commitment to the welfare, training, and retraining of journalists as key components of his agenda. Biola Ariyo reports.
A former secretary of Nta Akure Chapel and past secretary and chairman of the Ondo State Council of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, Dele Atumbi has returned to Ondo State to rally support from journalists for his bid to become the next national president of the NUJ. Speaking at the NUJ Secretariat in Akure, Atumbi appealed to journalists for their votes, promising to bring transformative leadership to the union. While addressing the gathering, he highlighted his achievements during his tenure as the state chairman of NUJ, assuring members that he would build on these successes if elected.
We intend to ensure that we evolve media salary structure, training and retraining for our members, and we will improve on the infrastructure facilities at the National Secretariat, and we equally encourage councils to improve on the infrastructural facilities. We will reintroduce media games. We will equally come up with or repackage our insurance scheme. We intend to come up with safety funds to take care of our members because of the hazardous nature of our job. And at the end of the day, we intend to protect and project the interests of journalists in this country.
Some journalists in the state commended the contribution of Nta Akure to the NUJ, expressing confidence in his ability to lead the union to greater heights. Some journalists in the state commended the contributions of Nta Akure to the NUJ, expressing confidence in his ability to lead the union to greater heights.
But one thing that stands him out actually is that he's someone who is very productive. Besides that, he understands the desire of members. Have someone like him as president, yeah, it will go a long way. I know it's going to add something great to NUJ, in general.
He has delivered while he was the chairman of NUJ in Ondo State, and I know any country he holds, I know he will perform.
The event also featured the formal presentation of the presidential candidates to members. Nta Akure's campaign tour will proceed to other states as he continues to seek support nationwide. In Akure, Abiola Ariyo, NTA News.
The Association of Women for Human Development said during the week that it would empower individuals with albinism across the 18 local government areas of Ondo State. The president of the association, Folake Eson, disclosed this during a courtesy visit to the management of the Nigerian Television Authority, Nta Akure. Oluwakemi Ademola report.
Albinism is a rare genetic condition marked by the absence of melanin pigment in the skin, hair, and eyes. This results in distinctive features such as pale skin, light hair, and heightened sensitivity to sunlight. Individuals with albinism often deal with unique health challenges, including vision impairments and increased risk of skin cancer due to their vulnerability to ultraviolet rays. Despite these difficulties, efforts to promote advocacy and awareness are gradually improving societal perceptions and living conditions for those affected. In Ondo State, one of such advocacy initiatives, of Women for Human Development, brought its members to the Nigeria Television Authority, Nta Akure. The visit was aimed at informing the public about the upcoming program tagged the Abino Project.
Thus, the committee is 8th of November 2024. We are planning to run a program which we would like NTA to be part of it at the Ministry of Women Affairs hall. We are going to use Ministry of Women Affairs hall. We want to empower the albinos. The albinos are being neglected. Nobody remembers them. And you see this, their skin cancer has gone a long way to kill a lot of them.
The general manager of NTA, represented at the meeting, pledged the station's collaboration and assured the association of full coverage for the program.
Things like this, we like to, cooperate with you, assist you, and make the people, the general populace to hear what you are doing. So, and this has been, brought to the notice of the general manager, and in her good heart, she has approved that your event will.
The association also highlighted its focus on other developmental areas, addressing broader human needs in the community. In Akure, Oluwakemi Ademola, NTA News.
The Federal University of Technology, FUTA, Akure during the week said it would graduate 6,405 students who have distinguished themselves in learning and character. This was at a press briefing in Akure. Ifeoluwa Omoshile report.
The press briefing provided a platform to outline some of the giant strides the Federal University of Technology Akure FUTA has been able to record recently and plans to sustain its learning standards. The Vice Chancellor of the university, Professor Adenike Oladiji, while applauding the efforts of the Governing Council and other members of staff, however, noted that the school will be holding its combined 34th and 35th convocation ceremonies.
For the 2022-2023 academic session, 2,465 males are graduating and 955 females. For the 2023-2024 session, we have 2,126 males and 859 females. A total of 2,985.
The convocation ceremony, which will commence from 22nd to 30th November 2024, is expected to be attended by the President of the country, President Bola Tinubu, the Governor of Ondo State, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, and the Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji Ojo, who will deliver a convocation lecture titled Technological Innovation, a Panacea to Food Insecurity on Friday, November 29, 2024. The Federal University of Technology Akure will also confer postgraduate diploma, master's, and doctoral degrees on 960 graduates. The Citadel of Learning, however, reaffirmed its commitment to ensuring food security through its farming and research techniques. In Akure, Ifeoluwa Moshili, NTA News.
Abdulkarim Ahmed during the week examined measures to mitigate the impact of dry season on human and the environment.
The dry season in Nigeria is one of the two main seasons, alternating with the rainy and wet season. It typically occurs between November and March, though its duration may vary depending on the region. This season is characterized by distinct climatic conditions and environmental changes that significantly impact daily life, such as dehydration, dry skin, and blockage of the nasal passage. Experts advocate that during this season, people need to keep their environment clean from dust and ensure they have access to clean water.
Don't stay where there are too many dusty, because you're talking about catarrh, talking about cough, talking about irritation of your eyeballs, even the skin. So as much as possible, you stay where there are no dust. You tend to clean your surroundings as much as possible, especially inside your living room. Because the dust will be there everywhere.
Some elderly people also share some measures they take in mitigating the harmful effects of the dry season.
Although during the wet season, I was taking my bath with some hot water. When I'm now allowed the water to cool down a little bit, so that will not damage my skin. And I use Vaseline just to rub my body. We use light clothes. When the rainy season, we use heavy clothes that can hold us somehow. But now the weather is too harsh.
Dry season is a wicked time. Now, if you want to take care of yourself early in the morning, bath with warm water. Then for your children also with warm water.
With these measures, both the young and old can remain healthy and comfortable during the challenging dry season. In Akure, Abdulkarim Ahmed, NTA News.
And that's News Diary tonight. We appreciate you for watching. Good night.
Hotels abound everywhere. But when you're looking for a cozy, comfortable, luxury, and environment that will take you to the zenith of your expectations, AMT